Welcome to Purpose. I'm your host, Corie Clark. I'm just a normal girl who decided to go for it. I created a thriving business from the ground up without sacrificing my sanity, and I believe that you can do the same. You were created on purpose, for a purpose, and I fully believe you can turn that purpose into profit. Each week, I'm going to bring you practical advice to help you live your life and grow your business on purpose. Hey guys, welcome to our first ever bonus episode. So I decided I want to bring you guys some bonus episodes once in a while. I'm not going to I'm not going to promise weekly bonus episodes just yet, but I'm hoping at some point to get there. So I just wanted a way to bring you guys these quick episodes once in a while so I can just give you some actionable, quick business tips, tricks, tools, things like that. So for the first one, I thought I would share with you 5 quick secrets that you need to know to grow your purposeful business. Now, I actually call these the 5 pillars of a purposeful business. And if you want to dive deeper into any of these, you guys can join me next week. I am hosting 2 live master classes next week. And you can go to CorieClark.com/masterclass. And then there will be a sign up link for either of the times. So I'm going to be diving a little deeper into these next week, and it's a free class. I would love to see you there. Anyways, let's jump into the tips. So I definitely didn't have all of these things in order when I started my business. And my business took off so fast that I was seriously just winging it. And when I look back at how I got through those first few years, it just boggles my mind. I really was just winging it, flying by the seat of my pants, making rash decisions. I just honestly didn't know what I was doing. But over the years, I realized where there was gaps in certain areas and where I needed to grow. And I knew if I wanted to keep this business going and growing and getting it to a place where I could scale it, I needed to make some changes. So here is what I have come up with. The first thing you need to have in your purposeful business is a healthy mindset. So you have to have a vision of where you want to go, and you have to really start believing in yourself, and you have to start being that person that you envision down the road. You have to start running your business the way you want it to be run, 5 years from now. And doubt and fear and all those things, they have to take a back seat or you're never going to be able to move forward. You can't have these negative thoughts and, oh, I'm not smart enough to do this, or I don't know enough to do that, or nobody's going to like me, or somebody else is already doing it. That one comes up all the time. Well, somebody else is already doing this, so there's not room for me. No, there is room for you, but you've got to just spend some time and do the mindset work. And I honestly didn't really start doing any of this mindset work until maybe about 1.5 years ago. And it has completely changed everything about our business. So number 1 is mindset. Number 2 is your brand. Your brand is what you're known for. It's what people see. It's what they feel and experience. And it's what they remember after they interact with you. So think of it as burning an image into their mind. But beyond that, it's more than your image. It's how you speak. It's your values. It's the way you treat your audience. And it's really what's going to keep them coming back for more if it's done right. Number 3 is productivity. Now, you have to work, and that's all there is to it. But you don't have to hustle your life away. Being productive, it doesn't mean that you're working 15 hours a day and you're hardly getting anything done, or you're exhausted, burning the candle at both ends, hardly getting any sleep, sacrificing your health. Being productive is actually working less because you have the right systems and processes in place, And then you're getting better quality work done in a smaller amount of time. I can't tell you how many hours a day I used to work. And after putting my systems in place and processes in place and getting some help and really making sure that the work I was doing was aligned with who I am and my purpose in the business, I mean, that just really changed everything. I used to just work, and waste my time doing, assistant work all of it's important. I'm not saying assistant work's not important, but as the visionary of the business, I was just wasting too much time on every single task. So productivity is really not about how much work you're getting done, but the quality of work you're getting done. Number 4 is marketing. So being able to communicate to your audience in a way that gets them to trust you and to connect with you is key. And then you have to know how to get that message out to them. You can have the best idea, you can have the best brand, you could have the best product in the world, but if you don't know how to market it and get seen, then there's not going to be anybody to buy it. And there is just so much to learn about marketing. So obviously I'm not going to get into it right now, but you have to have a marketing plan. You have to have a message and a way to get it out to the world. And you have to know how to speak to different audiences, how to talk to people on Instagram and how to talk to people on Facebook and how to talk to people in your emails. I mean, there's just so much to it. When I started, I literally threw up some pictures of the planner on Instagram and I did not know what I was doing. And yes, I still sold the planners, but I couldn't just keep relying on that. I had to learn how to market the planners, how to market everything that I have put out into the world since then. Okay, number 5 is, it's what we all want, right? It's revenue. So not just any revenue, but reliable revenue, scalable revenue. So if you're only getting paid for your time, you're putting a limit on your revenue and you're letting your business own your calendar. And wouldn't you rather spend more time with your family or going to the beach or strolling through Target with a nice vanilla latte in your hand, or maybe sitting on the beach with a margarita in your hand? I mean, those are the things I would rather do. So the revenue part is just so important. And it's not about making more money, but it's about creating a product and a service and a system or whatever it is that you're going to sell and making it scalable and making it passive, having several streams of revenue coming in so that when one isn't doing too hot, you have other ones and you're not freaking out and in a panic. So those were the 5. Like I said, these bonus episodes are going to be just super quick. You can write them down if you want so that you can start thinking about how these are in your business. But the first one was mindset. Number 2 is your brand. Number 3 is productivity. Number 4 is marketing. And number 5 is revenue. So, and you might be thinking to yourself, yeah, I know I need these things and, I'm kind of doing them at some capacity, but are you building these as strong pillars in your business? Actually picture a building with these 5 pillars. And if any of them have any sort of holes or weak spots, they're going to crumble. And if one pillar crumbles, it's going to cause the rest of the business to crumble as well. So if you want to dive deeper into these 5 pillars of a purposeful business, then head on over to CorieClark.com/masterclass. That's CorieClark.com/masterclass to sign up. I've got 2 classes next week. You can choose whichever one works best for you. And I would love to see you there. So thanks so much for listening to our first bonus episode. You can find all the details about the class and anything else that you need to know on my website, CorieClark.com/7. That's where you'll find the notes for this episode, and I will see you next week, either in the masterclass or on the podcast. Bye, guys.